What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tampa. We're about to roll up in a hood known as Nuccio. Now, I've known this neighborhood as Del Rio, but a lot of people call it Nuccio, so I'm not really sure why this hood's got different names or whatever, but this is it. It shows up as Del Rio on a map. I actually have a business acquaintance that lives back here, and he knows it as Del Rio. So I don't really understand what the hood difference name is, but I did a video of the top 10 worst neighborhoods in Tampa, and that video got something like, I don't even know, like 60,000 views. I don't even know how many views. It got a lot of views. That's blinding. Right, so the video did really well, and I can't see crap. Okay. The video did really well, and
well, I got help, but apparently you didn't.
I can't see anything.
I can see,
Alright.
like, the road.
Barely. There we go. We'll get in, guys. We'll get in. Don't worry. Well, the video did tremendously well. Top 10 worst neighborhoods in Tampa. Now, when I did that video, a lot of people said that this neighborhood we're in right now needed to be on that list. And you're probably wondering, doesn't this kind of look like a suburban area? And it really does. It really does look kind of like a suburban area. But you got to look a little bit deeper than just the fact that there's beautiful oak trees everywhere to kind of understand what type of area this is. But this is in fact a hood in Tampa. It's a neighborhood of the city, so a lot of people said that this neighborhood really needed to be on that list. So we're gonna explore the area and see for ourselves if we think it belongs on that list. Because like I said, a lot of people, like one comment today, can you find that video and see the comments on it?
What video?
Top 10 worst neighborhoods in Tampa. And how many views it got? It did really well. But a lot of people, like just an incredible amount of people saying, hey, I'm from Tampa. You did a really good job on the video. But I think this neighborhood should have been on the list. So I don't know if there's a few hot spots in here. Like I said, I've been in this neighborhood before working in the past. But it didn't like register with me that it was a bad area. It's area off of 50th, basically.
Yeah.
And mostly it's just like, I don't know, like, we'll drive around and see what type of environment there's going on and stuff and see if it makes sense. But like a lot of people from Tampa that said my list was on point also said this area should have made the list. It's like, wow. We'll see. Did you find the video?
Yes.
How many views did it get?
It got 105,000.
Oh, snap. Okay, so the video got over 100,000 views. And there's only like 300,000 people within city limits, so like, that's insane. That video got a lot of views, okay. And can you read through the comments, like, see if anybody said Nuccio? You can also do a search through, have you found them already?
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
How's it spelled?
Nuccio. No, not long.
Okay, there's... You missed Nuccio, Grant Park, Progress Village, Claremont, Belmont.
Yeah. So I'm familiar with all those areas. I've worked in this neighborhood. I haven't like drove around the neighborhood, but I've worked in it. And it didn't register with me, but so many people mentioned it on the top 10 worst hoods in Tampa video that I'm gonna check it out. We might hit a few spots that aren't really the hood until we find it.
8 on in just the I haven't responded to part.
Yeah. Everybody said this belongs in there. I think it happens to a lot of people. Not to offend or anything, but like a lot of times people like when they live in the suburban side of town, they think that the closest hood to them is like the worst hood. But that's just because it's the one they see every day. Like with Progress Village on the other end.
15 people mentioned it.
Yeah, 15 people.
They call it the fishbowl, and I'm seeing that in the comments.
The fishbowl they call it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they have a fruit bowl over there. Remember, we went to that
Yeah.
hood. And that looked kind of nice as well.
What's it called? Fishbowl because it's on the river?
No, because there's probably streets named after fish names.
Oh, okay.
That's why they call it fruit bowl, the fruit bowl, because there's a bunch of streets named. Well, that looks like it's gated over there, so you can't go over there. Well, it's like that neighborhood in Houston where like it didn't look like it on the outskirts, and we found our way
Like
into
that
it.
looks really clean.
It doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, it looks very.
But look, these apartments got a 6-foot fence.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people walking around, so like people don't have
It
cars.
looks
and
like
stuff.
they maintain them. So, like there's some kind of maintenance here.
Let's go down 50th.
50th.
Like, there's business and stuff on this way. We'll see what it's about. We'll see. It might be around the main regional roads. We'll find out.
Heatherland Court.
Yeah, man. This is nice. Look at this house. That's gorgeous. And anything along the river here is beautiful.
River Resort Lane.
It might just be pushing like the major roads. We'll find out.
Kirby.
Kirby, yeah. Now I've heard Kirby's bad sometimes.
Porpoise. Well, I can
That's
kind
why
of
it's
yeah,
called a fishbowl, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's called a fishbowl.
Because of the porpoise.
There's streets
Yeah.
named after fish. That's why it's called the fishbowl.
Porpoise is like a dolphin.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fishbowl. Fruit bowl on the other side.
Yeah.
We did the fruit bowl the other day. And the fruit bowl, like, people were telling me it was horrendous and all that. Like, we went out there and it was like, didn't really, like, amaze me or
This
anything.
is like people
It was
with
like
their
family.
families.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't
like
look bad at all. And the people walking over there were just getting some groceries or something. They don't look like they were.
I mean, it is a Thursday night, so
Sure. Now, there might be an apartment complex that's really bad on the other side. I see Maverick. There might be like an apartment complex that's a little bit more complicated somewhere.
dolphin. Yep, that's fish.
Keep in mind, like, a
Cumberland.
lot of these hoods, like, it doesn't matter like what it look. It can look all calm. If it pops off, it pops off. Like that place we went to in maybe further down.
Yeah.
I got a feeling it's further. I got a feeling it's like from here on. Another place we went to in Jacksonville, where like it didn't look bad, and then people chased us around.
Yeah.
Oh, you were at the hotel. You weren't with me.
No, but you told me about it.
Well, anyways, when I came over here, they took us out to lunch.
Yeah.
We went to this Cuban place, bro, and they were like, it was like a low-key Cuban spot, and the food was on point. Now, this looks more kind of Tampa hood looking here. Sometimes I feel like DMX, you know? Where hood at? I love the signs in front of the store.
Yeah.
Lotto ATM. Wish it said EBT. That would look great for my car photo. You gotta beef things up, make them look like. Sometimes backup cameras fail us. Okay. Well, anyways, there's like a little hole in the wall looking like. Yeah, maybe it's these apartments here that are hotter. I'm not sure.
I think this is a Camry gathering spot.
Everybody has a Camry.
Everybody has a Camry.
Yeah. But then the thing about these type of places too is like, it might just be like a lot of crap goes down here, and it may not look bad, but then it's just like, you know what I mean? Like,
No. There's a metal and paper factory here.
Probably that neighborhood in Jacksonville, like, it didn't really look bad.
Well, I'm seeing the name. There's a park here.
It's always, there's a park with a name that carries the name. And the neighborhood in Jacksonville, it didn't look bad, but it was popping off.
Same with Montgomery.
See this right here?
Yeah.
See, Toyota, when they build these cars, they don't really think it out very well.
No.
You see that right there?
Yeah.
On the door?
Yeah.
If if you have a camera on the left side of the door, by your left hand, there's a crease on the door handle, and if you put your leg on it, it will literally bruise the side of your knee.
Yeah.
Like they really didn't think that out very well.
Well, look at Perry Hill in Montgomery.
Perry Hill, Montgomery, perfect. We got no turns, ain't nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Perry Hill, Montgomery is a perfect example of a neighborhood that doesn't look bad, yet it's completely popping off.
Yeah.
You know? I think there's people hanging out here for it's deep though. And Perry Hill, Montgomery is like the perfect example of a neighborhood that's completely chill and quiet. Looks chill and quiet. Like if you'd think it's a good neighborhood. Getting out of here. I don't like the
Same with Forest Hill, the next neighborhood too.
Yeah. Like just because the neighborhood looks good, that don't mean anything. Yeah. It's definitely deep though.
And it's like that with Florida too, because there's so many palm trees. You could think it's like a great place. That's why we always say look beyond the palm trees.
I think what this place has, it's that it's like really strategically located. Look.
Yeah.
Parking lot. There's like people. It's very strategically located in here. Or like some places they're really like. See, look right here. Look how many places you could trap out of this place. Like you got this roundabout here. Like it's it's laid out perfectly for trapping. That's what this place has. Like a lot of places in Atlanta are like that.
Yeah.
Like they don't look bad, but like the geographical. Imagine here, if you have somebody on the lookout. Like, let's say you have a lookout here. It's like a fortress pretty much back here. Everything's fenced in. Watch these two guys on foot. He's almost skied. He's not skied up, but he's almost skied up. Almost skied up. Look how trapped this place looks, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you pull up into here. Oh crap.
Yeah.
It's like.
You gonna have to figure out how to get it.
Get up. This guy's getting out. Like it's like a fortress, though, the way it's laid out.
Yeah.
It's almost like a fortress, bro. Like literally, there's like no real way you can actually like if you have a lookout, like the cops don't never be able to bust a spot here.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of the hoods in Atlanta are, where like you can't even get in. Like my phone died.
Yeah.
How's the map still working?
It died, but the map is still because the map is connected to
the
that
other phone. It's supposed to be the other. What a mess.
Yeah.
Pocahontas. This spot right here is deep. But look at this apartment complex. If you pull up in that parking lot, I'll pull in real quick, but like literally, like if you pull into this parking lot right here, to those apartments, see they're not gonna let us pull in, huh? Like if you pull into this parking lot over there, where those apartments are, with that 8 foot fence there, it's like if you pull in, you can get boxed in if they wanted to or anything. It's really strategic. More than anything. Kind of reminds me of Atlanta a lot.
Yeah.
What about around?
Let's look some more area. More of the same.
It's kind of risky, but I'm gonna flip back this way, and then we'll leave. Are we recording on my phone or yours?
My phone, love.
Nobody's like noticed. Nobody's on this. I don't think Tampa's territorial either like that.
No.
Tampa's really not that territorial.
For the most part, Tampa's kind of chill.
Tampa's chill, bro. Tampa's really chill. Well, there's a lot of hangout spots here. Let's get up out of here for real.
Yeah.
Let's roll out. We don't want to confuse people, think they're scoping something out over there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like even like just to get in, it's like a normal neighborhood where you can drive through. Even just to like do a drive around video, it's hard. You have to pull in, pull out, pull in, pull out.
Yeah.
It just lends itself perfectly for anything.
Yeah.
That's exactly how Atlanta. Like people get confused with Atlanta because they're like, oh, they're new apartments or whatever. But if they're like laid out like that, and think about it, everybody that's working in the outside lives in the suburbs. They gotta roll through here. So it's like a very intermediate area.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I can see how people think it's a bad neighborhood and how things can go wrong here.
Yeah.
It's not like it's run down. It's not run down or destroyed or nothing. It doesn't look poor, but it's definitely like it's like a fortress the way it's laid out. That's like those apartments in Fort Myers that are kind of like. See, they got nice apartments right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like Fort Myers. Just like Fort Myers, you got nice apartments.
everything is gonna be that rundown apartment.
There you go.
Yeah, rundown place. Nope.
But I don't think it's worse hoods in Tampa though. Like I still think the other 10 neighborhoods we put on that list were kind of more popping than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bigger for one. And that's weird because that little neighborhood back there, if you're not really like let's say like Robles Park, you could actually end up in Robles Park just driving through the city.
Yeah.
Or any of the other neighborhoods that are bad, you can actually end up in those neighborhoods if you're just driving through. But this is like kind of hidden. It's definitely a spot that like only the locals would know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Would you like me to put in the place?
Location, yeah.
Head east on East Sly Avenue.
Another thing that was
Florida
confusing, everybody was saying
583
Nuccio.
Then turn right onto Florida 583 South.
Everybody was saying Nuccio, and I'm looking at it on the internet.
Turn right onto Florida
that term doesn't
583
exist
South.
anywhere on a map or nothing. On a map
Continue
it
on
says Del
Florida
Rio.
583 South for... Head north on Florida 583 north towards Society Park Boulevard.
That's the other way?
Yeah.
Make a U-turn at Society Park Boulevard.
Yeah.
Is there a similar you take on this way? Let's find out. Oh no, we'll go over to it. We'll pull it.
Head north on Florida 583 north towards San Miguel Court. Make a U-turn at La Puente Court. Continue on Florida 583 South for 1.5 miles.
Tampa's an awesome city, man.
I've always loved coming to Tampa. I have really good memories of us in Tampa.
You remember like when we first got together?
Yeah.
When we stayed at that motel down, I think they knocked it down, right?
Oh, yeah. Where it was like, it
was like
wasn't
a
even
street.
a nice river. It was just a river view.
We thought it was fancy because back then we hadn't done anything.
Basically, it was a cheesy motel.
It was a very cheesy motel. Like, the guy that checked us in couldn't believe we actually stayed the whole night. I was like, you guys really stayed the whole night? I'm like, yeah. We were like 18, bro. We didn't know any better. Like, what the crap? Like, we had no...
Usually we have 5 or 6 people come in and out of the room.
Like, that was... It was bad. Like, the type of place where, like... It had a balcony, surprisingly. It had a balcony. That was pretty cool.
I wouldn't say it was kind of clean, though. Pretty clean.
Yo, I'm not gonna say it wasn't.
Yeah. But it was like that cheesy...
Was it here in Tampa? I think it was that same exact day that we walked into a hotel room.
The same day, it was the one before. Because I remember it was when we were 20.
Yeah.
And a lot of places, they won't let you stay. They won't let you get a room until you're 21.
Yeah. And the guy actually showed us the room first.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys don't look like our typical customers. Let me just show you the room.
Yeah.
Like, back then, we thought, well, it's a hotel room. Like, you can stay at the cheapest hotel in town and you're saving money, right? We had no idea.
Yeah.
We had no idea, like, that you can't stay at a $30 hotel.
Yeah.
So if you're just...
lanes to turn left.
We had no idea. Like, I opened up the door and I saw the room and I was like, wow. Yeah, I'll pay a little more. It's like, yeah. But that thing was like...
Yeah,
basically, if you were homeless and it was raining type of place, you know, like...
Yeah, and even then, you're like, well, I'll just stay at the lobby of McDonald's.
Yeah, it was trashy, bro. Like, we didn't stay. Like, the guy showed us the room.
Use the left 2 lanes.
I'm sure he doesn't normally show you the room, but I guess he showed us the room just to like to let us know what we were getting into. Like,
it was the lobby had glass.
Yeah.
And he saw me out in the car, and he's like, "Oh my gosh!"
Like, he knew we didn't belong there. He was like,
I gotta show this guy the room.
They saw the car and they're like, "Yeah, this guy's."
There was like a 1-inch gap on the floor.
There was. So I remember, like, underneath the door.
Yeah.
The door had more. I mean, it was like inch. It was like a 2-inch gap underneath.
More. It was like more than enough for like things to come in and out.
Yeah. It was totally like, and I'm pretty sure like probably the reason there was just a big gap underneath the door
Yeah.
was in case like they needed to like know, like let's say somebody like passed out in the room or something. I'm sure there was like a strategical reason for that. Like I'm sure
Oh yeah.
that wasn't just by chance. That hotel room was trashy. And last night we stayed on the beach
Yeah.
at a Marriott on the 9th floor overlooking the water. Like
Yeah.
and we thought that was fancy. Like we thought, well, we're on the road. We've come a long way, bro.
I remember the last.
You're a good bro.
Yeah.
You're like my friend.
Okay. The last cheesy motel, not like cheesy, but like down, probably bad motel we stayed at,
Yeah.
was in Shorter, Alabama. You remember
Yeah,
that?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody that was there was just people trapping out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And this wasn't like when we lived in Alabama or moved to Alabama. No, this was like 2016.
It's awesome that that video got 100,000 views. And not only that, it got 100,000 views, but they weren't hating. Like, usually when a video gets popular on our channel, it's because the locals are like, this is wrong, this is wrong.
There were a few of them, but it wasn't like
No,
the
it wasn't.
majority.
Yeah,
it was
wasn't.
like,
It was love. Like, it was like, that's the first time
the one thing about Tampa, I will say with our channel,
people are chill.
people are chill. They're glad that you came to their town.
Yeah, Tampa's a different city. It's Florida. It's like we've said some horrible things about Tampa.
Oh yeah.
And the locals, they might.
They'll be like, oh yeah, that is 100% true.
Yeah.
Or this
Because
guy is a
people in
little
Tampa-
off, but yeah.
Because people in Tampa, like, I don't know what it is about Florida. Like, people here just don't get offended by stuff. If it was like, I don't know, give me another
Jacksonville will get.
example. Oh, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville gets triggered like Alabama.
Yeah, they get triggered because it's part of the Deep South.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just feel like, what happened, man?
What happened? It looks like a car crash.
Yeah, thanks for demonetizing my
Oh.
video by saying that. It's just a bumper bender.
Yeah, fender bender.
Nothing serious. That's a hard rock.
Yeah.
All right.
George Lopez is playing in December there. He's going to do a comedy sketch.
No, Tampa, I will say it's been nothing but love in the city. This is one city where the videos blow up and the locals love it. Like, you know, it's not like other cities we get a lot of hate. First of all, it's probably, and I've said this in the past, Tampa's probably one of the least racist cities
Yeah.
in America. I think least.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably, we should do a top 10 least.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta work on that. Which way are you going, kid? Left or right?
Left. Stay to the left.
Left. How come nothing talked to me?
Sure.
The car didn't talk to me. You didn't talk to me. Take off. I don't know. Somebody's gotta talk to me.
Because you're not doing it yet. That was an exit. You're not getting off
Zephyr
yet.
Hills.
Orlando.
Yeah, Tampa's been nothing but love. Polk County was a lot of love too. You seen our
In
Polk
half
County
a
videos?
mile, use the left 2 lanes to take the I-4 East ramp
Yeah.
to Orlando,
Yeah.
I-75.
Polk County was a lot of love.
Mhm.
Orlando, I don't really ever remember seeing a hater out of Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. There's just something about Florida people. They don't really hate our channel.
Yeah.
It's when we go to
Use
other
the left 2
places.
lanes to take the
Uh-huh.
I-4
That they get
East
all,
ramp,
like-
then merge onto I-4
Because
East.
here in Florida, we're just like chill. What it is what it is.
Yeah. Florida people are straightforward. I think a lot of those places they get like
Because it's like the South is like, and a lot of those other places where it isn't like you have to eloquently say your words. Like Alabama, you're not just say, "Dude, mow your lawn." You're gonna be like, "Well, it's been raining a lot."
yeah. I don't know what it is, but definitely like I the response from the audience in Tampa. I mean that Tampa video,
Continue on I-4 East for
100,000
11
views.
miles.
And I don't really recall like any like real serious haters in that video. Everyone, I mean, like you're gonna get like somebody who's gonna disagree always.
Yeah.
But the vast majority of people are like, "Yo, you killed that list. It was right on point." I thought it had like 60,000. I don't know if I got over 100,000. That's awesome.
A lot of like the people were like, "Oh yeah, but you need to add this." I'm like, "Well, we
Well,
can't have a
they said
20."
Nuccio was the one place. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
like he didn't even go to the place.
Well, Nuccio,
Yeah.
the projects down there, they got rid of were on Nuccio Parkway,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So you also got to keep in mind that if you think about it, it's not on a map. Like that neighborhood name, that's like a local underground. Do you know where I actually found the neighborhood boundaries for Nuccio is on a street map. You know where it says actual hoods and neighborhoods is where I actually found the name of the neighborhood. But that's crazy that's where I found it.
And Tampa changes after a while. If they took out the projects, they're putting in other stuff. So.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen down there. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's just like I think a lot of people in Tampa, they've been outpriced regardless.
Yeah.
Alright guys, checking out. I hope you guys liked the video, and thanks everybody in Tampa who put us on that neighborhood. I had never been back in those apartments and stuff. Now I've been in that area, like I said, but that's our first time just like scoping it out. And definitely interesting Tampa. A city that we love to come to, and we usually do really well.
Yeah.
Checking out.
Unfortunately, Alabama's in that.